Praise the Lord. I am Kavita Jayraj from St. Mary's Church, Allahabad, Allahabad. Today we are talking about the great women of the Bible. Throughout the Bible, there are many stories of strong and heroic women. With their strong faith, the women of the Bible continue to teach us how to live authentic and faithful lives. The book of Joshua, chapter 2, verses 1 to 24, introduces one of the most unusual and thought-provoking heroine of the Old Testament, Rahab. Who was Rahab? Rahab was a prostitute who lived in the Canaanite city of Jericho. Her story is really amazing. Rahab was not only a prostitute, but at some point in her life, she probably worshipped the Canaanite moon god that Jericho was named after. An adulteress and idolatress. As a great woman of the Bible? Yes. Let me explain. Rahab hid two Israelites who were spying out the land. She did this because she had heard reports of how Israel's God, Yahweh, delivered his people from Egypt and later from an attack by a tribe. Rahab helped the spies and pleaded with them to spare her and her family when the Israelites came to destroy Jericho. They agreed, but on certain conditions. She would keep their mission secret. This was no small thing that Rahab did. In the Bible, Hebrews chapter 11 verses 30-31 and James chapter 2 verse 25, she referred as an outstanding example of faith. Her story illustrates that God is both forgiving and impartial and blessing those who trust in Him, regardless of their background. One incredible fact about Rahab is she later married an Israelite and became the great-great-grandmother of King David. She became an ancestress of Jesus Christ. What can we learn from her story? Spiritually, Rahab was not in an ideal circumstance to come to faith in God. However, Rahab had heard that Israelites were God's chosen people. Her action to save the spies and align with the God's people saved her and her family. Like Rahab, once we become Christians, our pasts are forgiven. The slate is wiped clean. Rahab was no longer viewed as an unclean prostitute, but as one worthy through God's grace to be part of the lineage Jesus. The life of Rahab is an inspiring story for all sinners who have been saved by grace. Thank God for the great women of faith like Rahab. Thank you so much.